The same can't be said for comic dub videos though. And if you want to hear me talk about this rabbit hole more, like, look man, I got you covered, don't worry. I got a video on it coming up soon. It's in the Beak production pipeline. Hello person watching this video, my name's the Beak, this is the woman, and you join me sitting in my car. Why am I sitting in the machine? Why have I once again left the comfort of my goon cave? Well, it's because today, you and me, we're gonna go on a bit of a young road trip. And hey, while we're on the road, let me let you in on some The Beak lore here. Lore that's also absolutely crucial to this video. You see, oftentimes when I put my car on half a race and hit the open road, besides seeing how long I can drive with my eyes closed, I like to listen to some comic dubs. Yes, comics, superheroes, things that need no introduction whatsoever. You know, you got Batman, Superman, Iron Man, the boys.
Yummers.
It seems like as time has marched forward and we've all gone a little bit older, the superhero and comic book industry as a whole, it's just grown and grown and grown and grown and grown. And as somebody who likes superheroes and comic books, Lego Batman on the DS is peak. Yeah, it's been really cool to see this industry grow. However, since I don't live in one of the main cities all the way down here in South Africa, actually getting my hands on new comics over the years, it's pretty damn hard if I'm being completely honest. Which is why I turned to YouTube and videos where people dubbed over comics, and I'm sure I'm not alone in saying that. Thing is though, while I was prepping for today's road trip, I decided to search up some comic dubs, you know, pretty standard stuff for me. But what I found was, to put it very, 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 very lightly, I don't really think this is the type of stuff I can listen to in the car. Plain and simple, person watching this video, I found a rabbit hole that, no joke, I have no idea how it's allowed on YouTube. So how about you sit down, get comfy, leave a like on this video, join my Discord server, help me get that number to 200,000 by subscribing, use code BEAK for 10% off your next gamer subs order, and brace yourself, because today you and me, we're about to dive headfirst into something I like to call the YouTube comic dub rabbit hole. Now, before we get way too far ahead of ourselves, before we confront the demon head on, I reckon now is as good a time as any to get the lay of the YouTube comic dub landscape. And you know what? The drive to where we're going, it's gonna take around an hour and a bit. We got some time on our hands. So let's dot our I's, cross our T's, and answer one very specific question. What exactly is comic dub YouTube? Well, I thought that if you headed onto YouTube and had a look at the comic dub side of this website, you just find video after video after video of people just reading pretty normal comics, you know, pretty standard stuff like this. This is where I watch my parents die, Rowley. Zooey, mom! Personally, whenever I think of this side of YouTube, whenever my brain decides to conjure up images of people reading, I don't know, Batman comics on the internet,
Officer Bowles.
my mind, this thing in my skull, it instantly thinks of the YouTube channel Comicstorian. I have spent so many nights and so many road trips just listening to Comicstorian comic reading after comic reading after comic reading. To be completely honest with you, person watching this video, I reckon that Comicstorian, they're probably the best comic reading channel on the entirety of YouTube. Tragically, the main face and voice of this channel, a guy called Benny, he passed away a few months ago. Rest in peace, man. He's an absolute legend. So because of this prior experience I had with the Comicstorian channel and other similar channels, I thought that this side of YouTube was just filled with people doing, you know, Comicstorian stuff. You know, here is comic. Turn on my Shure SM7B studio recording mic. Read page after page after page after page. I was wrong. While driving along and keeping my foot firmly planted to the floor, the woman and I, we came across a coffee shop. And in between walking around a little bit and witnessing some peculiar things, an animal's bored. Look at my tiny burger. Hang on. Open this. Oh. Welcome to the Beak official ASMR YouTube channel. Look at my tiny little burger. Look how small my burger. Oh, I've got burger juice on my. Oh, fuck, I got burger juice on my fingers. Sir, there's been a second paraglider. My brain, it thought of something. I've just made a stop at a coffee shop because I felt like an drink of coffee, you know, like the certified average road trip moment. But imagine, right, you know, you head over to the coffee counter, ask the barista for a fresh, I don't know, a coffee, a vanilla latte or Americano or some other coffee beverage drink. But then instead of the barista handing you a freshly brewed coffee, instead they just hand you a poo. You know, this is Comic Dub YouTube. If you go to YouTube right now and search up Comic Dub, sure, you may find 1 or 2 normal comic reading videos, but these videos, they're lost in a plague of how can I say this without this video getting the yellow dollar sign of death? Dodgy video. They're lost in a plague of dodgy video after dodgy video after dodgy video. This shit, it's everywhere. And to really make sure this isn't a fluke, hello, here we are on an incognito tab. Let's head over to youtube.com, click on the search bar, type in Comic Dub. This shit is everywhere. There's so many of these awful Comic Dub videos. No word of a lie here, person watching this video. In the past, when I've made these type of rabbit hole videos, I've got an entire playlist of them on my channel. Go and watch all of my videos. What I like to do before I dive headfirst into the abyss is I like to dedicate an entire section of the video to discussing the more normal sides of the rabbit hole I'm looking at. You know, the surface level stuff. That, or I like to talk about the origins of a certain video style or video trend. You know, Monster School before it was infested by some of the worst videos on the entirety of this planet. This is something I couldn't do for this video. Going into this video, I thought that Comic Dub YouTube, I thought it was just a pretty normal side of YouTube with maybe 1 or 2 bad eggs. Fuck no. It's the complete opposite. And now that we've got the lay of the YouTube Comic Dub landscape and had our quick rejuvenating coffee break, I wonder how many brain-eating amoebas are in this water. The aminal. I think it's time that you and me, we dive headfirst into this YouTube Comic Dub hellhole. Listen to me very carefully here, person watching this video. Look at me in my eyes. Do not go and search up this type of stuff for yourself. 90% of the Comic Dub videos I found, listen bro, all I can say is that I really hope you like the Gaussian blur Photoshop effect because, oh god, if I put this shit on screen without a massive blur, you know what would happen to my channel? No! However, if you do decide to not listen to me and search up this type of stuff regardless, hey, I think it's a pretty good idea that I let you know what you're in for, you know? I don't want you going in blind. So, what exactly can you find on YouTube when you search up Comic Dubs? Firstly, you'll find video after video after video, all having really dodgy thumbnails, you know, the type of stuff you'd find on another website. A website that's the only thing keeping Overwatch alive, you know, the rule. It's the rule between 33 and 35. But now you may be asking yourself, okay, cool, bad thumbnails, cool. What if I actually click on a Comic Dub video? What type of stuff will I stumble across? What horrors will my eyes and brain bear witness to? Plain and simple, TLDR for you, if you do actually decide to click on one of these videos for God knows what reason, firstly, you'll be met with an NSFW themed comic, and secondly, your ears, they'll be filled with the wonderful, beautiful, almost angelic sound of the
TikTok, Reddit, Am I the Asshole Woman, and a whole bunch of other text-to-speech voices.
Basically, what these Comic Dub YouTube channels do is they'll scour the internet for some NSFW themed comic, click on save image as, copy the text from the comic into a text-to-speech generator, slap everything together in Sony Vegas or Premiere or, I don't know, fucking Windows Movie Maker, and there you go, you got a YouTube Comic Dub video. Yippee! And now that we all know what horrible, just fucking awful stuff you'd find, trust me, my words, they really don't do it justice. This stuff sucks. I want to do something here, person watching this video, because while driving around a little bit and eventually arriving at our destination, look, it is the ocean. It's like Subnautica, but in real life. Woman, do you want to see the view from our room? Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Wow. My brain, it realized something. You see, person watching this video, if anything, you can take Comic Dub YouTube and divide it up, you know, divvy it up into 3 separate subcategories.
It's very windy.
Firstly, you got your bog standard superhero comics and anime type of stuff. Secondly, you got your more popular kid media focused comics, you know, your FNAFs, your Amazing World of Gumballs, your Amazing Digital Circuses. And thirdly, you got the worst thing I'm going to be talking about in this video. But to hear all about that, you're going to have to stay around until the end. Let's cast our focus onto the first category though, superheroes and anime characters. Look, as we all know, in the year of our Lord circa 2024 and for a hell of a lot of years past, superheroes, they've been dumb popular. So much so that some people on the internet, they've decided to draw these characters having relations with each other, you know, doing the shame, the umpy. Since these characters are so damn popular, some people have even decided to draw comics incorporating this, let's call it a stylistic idea. And what lots of these comic dub YouTubers do is, as I said, they'll head onto the internet and get text-to-speech voices to dub some of these NSFW comics. This type of comic dub, it definitely forms quite a large portion of the comic dub YouTube niche. Why? Well, game theory time here. I reckon it's because lots of these superheroes, they're all bloody recognizable. You know, most of them, they all pass the silhouette test. Like, here you go, tell me who this is in the comments. If you want, I'll give you 5 seconds to work it out. Really use your brain here. And B, it's because due to the popularity of some of these superheroes and anime characters, lots of people, for God knows what reason, develop crushes on these characters. And now I can go onto YouTube and watch them. And oh my God, people, they've watched these videos. Like, here's one by a channel called Com4U-Comic Dubs titled Tasty Cake featuring Raven and Starfire, you know, Teen Titan characters. Foreshadowing once again. At the time of me recording this video, it's got almost 700,000 views. Close on 700,000 people have decided to sit down and watch this absolute filth. I also found a video on this channel titled Best Shadman Comic Dubs. I don't really think I need to give a long-winded explanation about who Shadman is. I also don't want to. Person watching this video, there's a really good chance that you know who that is already. If you don't, I envy you. I really don't want to pollute your mind with this information. Instead, focus on this. Look at this instead.
Oh, there's a thing. There's an aminal. Oh, there's like a fish thing. Look, there he is. Look at him. Look at the aminal. There he is. There he is. Hello, Mr. Fish.
Moving on from superheroes and anime characters, though, let's shift our focus from the first subcategory of this side of YouTube and on to the second. From superheroes and anime characters to popular kids media characters. Oh my God, let me tell you something here, person watching this video. If anything, this is where things go from pretty fucking bad to even worse. Once again, a whole bunch of really just fucked YouTubers have looked at the popularity of certain characters amongst trends. You know, your Five Nights at Freddy's characters, your Amazing Digital Circus characters, that type of shit. They've looked at these characters and thought to themselves, it's time to make some ad revenue. Yeah, within the hive, plague, just disgusting world of comic dub YouTube, in between comic dub videos about superheroes, you can find video after video after video all involving these popular kids characters. Why are there so many of these popular kids characters focused comic dub videos? Well, I reckon it's because kids, they make up the majority of, let's say, content consumers on YouTube. Look, I really don't think this is a crazy nuclear, oh, holy fuck, how can you say that, take or anything? But I think out of all of the people on the entire planet, you know, in the whole world, kids, they've got the most available time to spend on the internet. Jesus Christ, even more so nowadays. Kids, you can show them something like this, the marvel of creation.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Wow! They'd still whip out their iPads. The children yearn for slop. And since kids nowadays want to spend so much time online, of course making vids for kids on YouTube is incredibly popular. Kids, they just make up such a massive chunk of YouTube's larger user base. So here you have a massive audience and something popular with said massive audience. If I want to make slop awful content for the sole sake of profit, it's time to get uploading. And man, I think this is just so disgusting because these videos, they're solely made to exploit the naivety of kids. Kids, they'll see these videos with characters they recognize in the thumbnails and titles, and then they'll just click on them because, oh, look, it's Roxy from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. I like Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, here we have a video titled The VIP Ticket Roxanne FNAF Comic Dub. Ever since I saw that video, my life, it's gotten worse. Fuck, this entire channel just sucks. No matter what manner of thing I stumble across during this road trip. This video is just lurking in my brain. Brother, just imagine uploading this type of stuff. Brother, what's wrong with you? Why these popular kids character NSFW focused comics exist in the first place? I don't really know why this happens, but it's just the internet being the internet. Something gets popular online at all. 10 seconds later, oh, fuck, a Twitter artist has drawn it naked. Oh, and another thing, a little bit of a side note here. I really don't know why this is the case, but for God knows what reason, lots of these dodgy AIDS kid channels have Telegram links in their bios. This isn't just a comic dub side of YouTube thing either. This is like a general thing. I've seen this a lot in a whole bunch of different rabbit holes. Since we're talking about comic dub YouTube channels though, here's a comic dub YouTube channel called Wimble. Telegram link in bio. Goes without saying, but please don't ever click on any of these links, like ever. I've always thought that Telegram is a bit of a dodgy place. You know, I've always thought it's a bit sus because, you know, next thing you know, you click on one of these links and fuck, oh no, my data's been stolen. Back on track though, now that we're done with the first two subsections of comic dub YouTube, I think it's a good idea to update our board because, oh my god, let me tell you, if you thought these two subsections were bad, oh my god, brother, you haven't seen anything yet. The third subsection, it's in its own league entirely. It's its own beast. So, here's our previous board. Let's get updating. As I said earlier, if you hop onto YouTube right now and search up comic dub, instead of finding a shit ton of videos where people read the latest Marvel comics, the latest DC comics, that type of stuff, instead, you'll find horrible video after awful video after disgusting video, all involving NSFW-themed comics being read by the TikTok voiceover woman and her extended family. However, digging deeper into this side of YouTube, you'll soon notice three separate subcategories. The first one involving comic dub YouTubers making comic dub videos all about superheroes and anime characters. The second one involving popular kids characters being the main focus of these videos. And the third subcategory being, well, all I can say is, a person watching this video, just brace yourself because shit, it's about to get absolutely fucked. Throughout my time of using not just YouTube, but the internet in general, the shit I've found for this third subsection, it genuinely is some of the most disgusting stuff I think I've ever seen. And I guess you could say the interesting thing is that this third subsection of comic dub YouTube, it's almost like an umbrella over the other two sections. You can find these kinds of videos both over here and over here. Without further ado though, what exactly is this third subsection? Videos involving characters younger than 18. Yeah, if you head over to the hellscape known as comic dub YouTube, after like literal a couple seconds of scrolling, you'll find shit, just fucking awful, disgusting videos involving characters like first series Ben 10 and his cousin Gwen, and Katara, Toph, Sokka from Avatar The Last Airbender, Gregory from FNAF Security Breach, Teen Titans, and a whole bunch more. This is just disgusting, and the channels that make this, you're fucking scum. I'm not going to show any of these YouTube channels on screen because, I mean, if you are one of these YouTube channels who makes these disgusting videos, just listen, mate, just fuck you. You're not going to get any publicity in this video. It genuinely is just downright scary how many of these comic dub YouTube channels upload videos involving characters younger than 18. On a majority of these comic dub YouTube channels, you'll stumble across a video like this. Some of them even uploading content as we speak, like right now. While genuinely feeling ill searching around this side of YouTube, I found an especially bad channel whose latest upload, it was 18 hours ago. The same same time that I was tucked into bed after my long road trip, this absolute cretin was uploading absolute filth about Ben 10 characters. There's no way around it. The person who runs this channel, they're a disgusting freak human being who should be booted off this website. And you know who else are disgusting freak human beings? Firstly, the people who make these cartoons, and secondly, the people who watch these videos to get some form of satisfaction. If you like these videos, you're over here with these people. You are disgusting. I'm not being hyperbolic or bigging it up for the camera and bigging it up for the YouTube video. I genuinely think this. I genuinely think that you're disgusting. Person watching this video, if you do stumble across a video like this, please for the love of God, just don't watch it. 100% report it. Hopefully, with enough reports, these channels, they'll be sent to the Shadow Realm where they belong because, man, oh my God, this shit is just disgusting. I have no idea. I do not know how these channels and these videos are allowed on YouTube. And with that, let's conclude our journey into this rabbit hole by updating our board one final time. As I said earlier, if you head onto YouTube right now and search up Comic Dub, instead of finding wholesome videos about superheroes fighting the agents of evil and that type of stuff, instead you'll find video after video after video all involving text-to-speech voices dubbing over NSFW themed comics. And if you look deeper into this side of YouTube, you'll soon notice three subcategories. Firstly, NSFW comic videos about superheroes and anime characters. Secondly, videos about popular kids internet characters. And thirdly, by far the worst, videos involving characters younger than 18. And this third subsection, it's an umbrella over the entirety of this side of YouTube. If you go onto one of these Comic Dub YouTube channels, there's a really good chance that you'll stumble across just a fucking disgusting video involving characters younger than 18. This is the YouTube Comic Dub rabbit hole. And this shit, there's no other way around it. It's just downright disgusting. And with all that being said, person watching this video, you know, you and me, we've reached the end of our road trip. It's time to pack up our stuff and head home. Grass touching ceases immediately. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like on this video, you know, subscribe, YouTube a bell notification, buzzwords, and I'll see you soon.
Number 15. Subscribe to the Beak. If you don't, you will suffer a severe case of cringe, and you are taking part in bozo behavior. Thanks for watching.